Hey, welcome back, everyone. Some more Age of Empires here for you. Up against my opponent, Tag Tix. Playing as the French. Map is Lipany. I'm playing as the Abbasid, and I love going against the French. There's just nothing better. I think a lot of French players have this idea that if you make a knight, 2 knights, 3 knights, you'll be able to roll into the enemy's base and just start charging down villagers. And my opponent does a very good job of that. But if you don't mix in archers early on, I don't think further knight harassment is going to go well. So either go really light on the knight harassment, just like a royal knight and then some horsemen and some scouts, maybe into professional scouts, or make it quickly to castle age. I don't think they trade terribly with spearmen, obviously. The royal knights just die to these spearmen so quickly. And archers, just 1 or 2 archers picking away at spearmen near these like berry bushes or near my gold. That's so nice. Like, I maybe got 2 spearmen here, 2 spearmen here. All you need is 1 royal knight and maybe like 2 archers. Because those 2 archers are going to be tickling my spearmen, and I just can't stand in one place. And I can't chase after the archers. I'm just going to get attack moved. Like, he'll just bring the archers back a little, fire a shot, bring the archers back a little, fire another shot. So I'd really like to see French opponents, rather than rush to get that first royal knight out, like right away, instead anticipate that your opponent is going to make a barracks. Just assume they are. Much like how I've seen many English players just assume their opponent is going to make a stables the moment I make it to the feudal age. I would say maybe pull some villagers. Don't put so many villagers on gold as the French. Instead, send them to the wood line. Try to get a archery range going. I make it to the next age. I'm going to get fresh foodstuffs. We're already halfway through our wheelbarrow technology. Opponent makes it to the feudal age, and this is the moment I need to find the... hopefully I get this fresh foodstuffs here in a moment. But this is when I need to find his school of cavalry. Really need to be active with the scout. Find the school of cavalry. There it is, and there's the first knight. Now I just need to hang out near this knight. Just kind of dance around it. Keep track of where it's going, especially in these stealth forests. Looks like I'm keeping up with him pretty well. Kind of lost track of him there, though. Looks like I sent my scout a little too far forward. Oh, I'm having him drop the sheep off and then run back. So now I'm rallying spearmen to various points in my base. Probably don't want that spearman there. Probably want him near the berries. Scout spots the 2 royal knights, so I'm glad I'm getting the upgrade to hardened technology here. And watch as I'm just kind of keeping my scout near them, watching them. But my opponent wisely goes for the charge, and I didn't screen with my spearman well. So look at that. That's 1 villager down. He's going to go for more. There you go. This one's going to go for this villager. You can see they're being very effective. That's already 3 or 4 villagers? Just 3, I think. That was really well done. Although he does have really injured royal knights, and I don't hate losing villagers like that, especially now that I have enough to make another town center, but it's still pretty painful. We put down an archery range, I think because we're anticipating archers getting mixed in with his knights, and I do want archers to just kind of discourage him from just running through my base, because then he's just going to keep taking arrow fire. And I want to take these berries, because I know this is running out. My opponent is going to be trying to deny me from expanding, so I want to just throw it in his face and say, yeah, okay, you've got your knights here. Can they stop me from taking these berries? Doesn't look like it. He charges in and just gets a bunch of spears to the face. Loses one of his royal knights while it's at it. I actually target fired that knight there. But this is a smart move from my opponent. He knows that the charge attack does a lot of damage, and then he can just pick villagers off. So he's looking for angles where my spearmen aren't in the way. As long as there's a clear charge, he's going to go for it. But I noticed that he's rallying knights down here, and so I'm going to bring my spearman and my scout this way. Hoping to pick off his scout here. Not quite. Worried I'm going to lose villagers at the gold, but we've got our spearman wedged in just the right spot, so he can't charge from down here from this darkness to my villagers. Glad we're doing that. And he's rallying another royal knight. And I saw this one as well, but I think it was a misrally, so I send my spearman in, and we get a huge pickup here. There we go. Free royal knight. And yeah, we're just going to keep engaging with these knights whenever we can. We want to always be between our villagers and him. We always want to be pushing out to try and kind of get some kind of connection here. And then he notices once again, my units aren't rallying correctly. Sends in a nice charge. It's another villager. It's like maybe 2 villagers, yeah. No, there's just 1. Getting our blacksmith down. Our second town center is pumping away. And now we're thinking about the castle age, because it looks like my opponent is already at the castle age as well, though he just spent a bunch of food. Not sure what that move is. I got my blacksmith down, and now I'm debating, do I go for feudal age and just get a bunch of technologies from here, or do I cancel this and try to make it up to the castle age? I'm debating it, so I'm sending my knight forward, and I'm kind of making a judgment call here. I see that he's gathering up a lot of food, but really I want to see what he's got on his gold. And I'm seeing more archers coming out. The moment I saw the archers and another stables, I realized, oh, this is going to be feudal aggression. So let's keep the upgrade going, and let's just try to protect our villagers as best we can. We're going to keep trying to like engage with his forward army, because if he's going to leave it out there, we're going to take it. So now I'm actually pulling villagers away from gold, getting more on wood, so that way we can continue to produce units, because I'm realizing this is going to continue. I don't think he's going to just stop and go to the castle age. Because look, yeah, he's producing them 4 at a time. 2 royal knights, 2 archers. I think my opponent is saying, I'm still getting villager kills, let's keep producing a military. I'm actually putting a forward outpost down here. We're going to start going for these berries, or deer. My berries continually under attack. I love the way that he is like rotating his knights around. He's always looking for a villager pickoff, which is easy to do at these berries, even with my spearmen around. I have to be super diligent. Rallying more. Clearly he's got a few of these knights hotkeyed, and he's, yeah, just moving them around, but he's definitely rallying units to a single point, because we keep seeing units kind of trickling by right here, and my scout here is actually seeing everything, so we know exactly what's happening. I'm going to send a villager down just to see if we can't get a building down here. But I'm also going to send a scout forward. We're finding his units. And then we see all of these units with our villager. And these villagers I luckily sent back. I'm like, no, let's not go for these berries. So now I'm saying, let's take these deer and let's try and defend these berries as if we care about them. When in reality, we need to kill this scout and continue to get these deer. My scout is actually attacking one of his villagers. Great. Upgrades we're continuing to get. Looks like we've already gotten +1 melee attack and +1 ranged armor. And we're taking, yep, the moment he shows up with his army to shut down the berries, I've already moved my villagers away. Really like that. And now what is he engaging for? He has this huge army. I have this big army. What is his play here? Just to trade armies? I don't think he wants to do that. Look at all these spearmen. He's not going to have a good time. All of these knights are going to die if he keeps this up. Look at that. That was not cost effective for him at all. This was a huge throw for my opponent. I don't know why he engaged. Now we're even picking off units as he leaves, because these camel archers have really good speed. Yeah, we're picking off archers as he leaves. Scout's still just whacking away at these poor villagers. Yeah, it looks like they finally turn on him. Back here, we're engaging more, but he should not be fighting me. Looks like he forgot about some knights back there, and we'll just pick them off. Now I'm feeling really good about going to the Castle Age. We're going to grab these berries down here, because we just love berries as the Abbasid. We're going to stop on the upgrades. Looks like we've got the gold we need. Now we just need to grab some food. We'll send some archers in to just kind of scare his villagers. And now we'll back off, because it looks like he has a sizable archer ball. We need horsemen to really engage with this, or mangonels. That or these reinforcements. Nice, getting double stables. And I think we're ready to go to the Castle Age. I think we're going to go Culture Wing. Yep. We're aging up. And that feels really good, because I'm still under the impression that my opponent is on one base, because he has been producing units nonstop. I mean, he lost a town center's worth of resources right here, whereas we just kept a town center's worth of resources right here and just have been producing villagers nonstop. So our economies probably look wildly different. I'm so ahead in food. He's a little ahead in wood, a little ahead in gold, but we're actually mining stone, and a decent amount of it at this point. We got 350. We're going to put some arrow emplacements up on these outposts. I really liked this high ground sacred site, so I'm going to put an outpost or two up here. And it looks like he's wisely walled down here. We're not going to be able to harass him easily, at least from the southern edge. We'll probably have to come from the north, and it looks like I'm already anticipating it. His knights are on the move. I should try to make note of that. Should really get more outposts up. Start walling off more chunks of the map. Fortunately, it looks like I'm walling off this little corner, and that's pretty good. There's plenty of trees down here. These berries will be chewed up, and we can even trade with this neutral market in the future. Gain more housing. Could probably use more military production. I think we're just on the barracks, the archery range, and these two stables. And there's his herd of very scary royal knights, just kind of posturing, looking around. I decided to send smaller groups back to guard my resource spots, because I don't want to lose tons of villagers to his knights. Coming around this way, trying to find villagers. We find a few here. He actually ran this way and pulled my units into them. Looks like we're going to get 2 villager kills. Nice. And fortunately, I was paying attention here. Looks like we're going to retreat these units, maybe up to a stealth forest, keep them alive. Down here, it looks like we're building a battering ram to break through this wall. We'll probably send horsemen through there, or knights. Now that we're in the Castle Age, we should be producing some knights. Yeah, right there. Good. Got some lancers on the way. We're starting to get more military production. Looks like I went for a pretty quick mosque. That's pretty fast. Hopefully I can take advantage of this and grab a few relics. And now we're really pulling ahead on all the income. I mean, gold we're still behind, but we're spending our gold wisely. Mostly on upgrades and lancers. So he kills off my 3 villagers on stone, and I need to get these units involved. Now we're losing villagers here, but if we can get a royal knight or 2, that would be great. Now looks like we're not going to get any of them. And that's the real advantage of these royal knights. You can run in, get some kills, and then just back off. Oh, but I've got more troops over here. Wow. And really, we need to get some crossbowmen here. I was kind of disappointed that I didn't make crossbowmen earlier this game. These archers are dealing 6 damage, which is reduced by 4 on the knights. So these knights are only taking 2 damage for every arrow. The crossbowmen do extra damage to these Royal Knights. They're just super effective. Over here, looks like we got some villager kills because we sent some horsemen and some archers in. And now we're going to do the same over here. Going to send these units in around the back side of his base. We're just trying to find farms. We're trying to find villagers. Just people caught out in the open. Oh, we're finding more of his units. And that's a big army right there. This would be a bad army to trade with. So I wisely back off. Yeah, we're just going to run for it. So we're heading all the way home. Mosque is hopefully producing. Would love to get some of these relics off the map. And would love to see more walls. These knights are really annoying. We have good vision here, though. Yeah, I think we should wall this off. Or at least this section. But with the 3 town centers, we are making villagers nonstop. And our opponent is still not in the castle age. We're feeling very ahead at this point. Not really sure what my opponent can throw our way. And now that we have these veteran spearmen with decent upgrades, oof. Yeah, we can start to get villagers on gold and get these other upgrades. And I think I've got enough stone finally to maybe plug this gap up with a keep. Yep. Liking that. And then eventually we can actually secure the sacred site and really start to capitalize off of this high ground. We did find a mining operation back here, and it looks like we got a few villagers. Those units that I kept kind of hidden away, and it looks like we might have gotten a knight or two. And I actually hid this battering ram. We built a battering ram in the stealth force, and then we attacked, and I left the battering ram there. So I'll send the battering ram in later. Rallying villagers to the keep. Just want to get this thing built. I don't want him to send his knights forward here. Good. So he sent them north, so I don't think he actually knows about this keep. That feels pretty good. Got way too many on wood. We need to start transitioning to farms. Looks like we're starting to do it here, but we need to rally more villagers there. Yeah, and there's the battering ram, the lone battering ram going for the mining camp. It might be able to do it. Oh, almost. But partly what that battering ram did is confirm that there were villagers here, and so these cavalry units are going to move in. Opponent's still on feudal. We're nearly getting, I mean, we're rapidly accelerating to the 200 population. We just need food. We need food so bad. It looks like I was going to send villagers up to gather, but it's just too dangerous on the map right now. But now we're mixing in crossbowmen. These crossbowmen are doing good work. The knights, now when they run by, they're going to really take damage from these ranged units. He's coming down with his horde of cavalry. Looks like, oh, can I keep you? Oh, I was just kind of cycling my cavalry around. I guess we're not heading to that gold mine just yet. Now he's really getting punished for sticking around. Like, yeah, he's going to kill this imam, but you're going to start to notice him losing knights. Yep, there was a knight. There's another. There's another. There's another. So that was 4 right there. It's because of these crossbowmen. They're really doing good work. Then I decide, well, it seems like he's kept some units back. Let's engage. Let's see if he wants to fight up front here. And we're actually getting villager kills during this battle. His villagers are in the middle of the battlefield. And the knights are strong. They've got good upgrades, but these spearmen are the right unit. And now we're engaging. Love it. His upgrades mostly 1-1. Same with us. 1 attack, 1 armor. Man, these villager kills are great. And now I've decided, okay, mangonel. He's got a big archer ball. We can deal with that with a single mangonel. Oh, and his horsemen or his royal knights are just running back and forth. He doesn't realize how many static defenses I've put down. Yeah, do not run past these buildings. You're just going to continue to take fire. And these Campbell archers have a decent base damage, so they're not too bad against Royal Knights. Now we get to use the mangonel on all these archers. Big hit there. That injured so many of his archers. Yeah, look at how injured they are. We can come forward, and this is the smart part. I'm keeping my melee units near the mangonel because I'm worried he's going to send the Royal Knights in to snipe them. Oh, this man-at-arms has so much armor. Looks like we wiped out this mining operation. Not sure if there were villagers there, but we're in his farms killing villagers. My units have just plenty of health and armor. Here he comes with his knights, but they're getting hit by the castle. Oh. My opponent was really behind on the economy, and the engagement here was such a mistake. So many resources lost. Oh, and doesn't quite get the mangonel either. At this point, we've pretty much sealed the game. It was a good one. I think my opponent just really made a mistake here, and I wisely backed off when we saw his full army here. It was just a question of engagements that game. Hope you enjoyed it. Love playing these French players. For some reason, I just seem to do very well against their unit composition and their playstyle. So hoping to see more French opponents in the future. But anyway, hope you enjoyed it. Catch you for the next one.